attuned to me now. They lie, they steal, they fooled us. Deep down I probably knew this. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one's perfect. Platinum seems so sharp.
Continue. Hello, everyone, and thank you again for our second episode of 2026 of the Healing Factor. I almost forgot where I was. And I am excited today. I am really excited today for my second guest. Her name is Anita. Am I saying it right? Anita Rivas?
Anita Rivas, yes.
Rivas. Okay, I love it. And so you guys know that the Healing Factor is a lot about a bunch of different things: Christ consciousness, healing, and I'm metaphysical and everything. So I am so just elated to know that I have Anita on here. Let me give you a little bit about her. Anita is a quantum healer, feminine embodiment guide, and the founder of the Feminine Healing Portal. I am just done with that part right there, literally. She is a global movement devoted to shadow alchemy, emotional liberation, and feminine-led transformation. Rooted in her studies in psychology, multidimensional healing modalities, years of teaching, and a deep personal healing journey, Anita supports purpose-driven women in releasing insecurity, survival patterns, and ancestral limitations so they can rise into their authentic power. Honey, if you didn't just speak every word of mine just in a different way, her work blends subconscious and ancestral healing, emotional alchemy, and quantum manifestation with deeply embodied feminine practices. This is awesome. Through retreats, courses, and sacred circles, she guides women to reclaim confidence, pleasure, and self-worth while embodying soul-led abundance. Anita's mission is to ignite a new era of feminine leadership, one where women thrive in truth, magnetism, and divine purpose. Honey, Christina told me, she said, I think you're going to love her. I'm just reading this and I'm like, I'm in love already.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, by the way.
Wonderful. Oh my God, this is amazing. This just tells me 2026 is going to be just phenomenal. So
yes, the horse year.
I'm claiming it. I'm walking into it and I'm seeing it. I'm embodying it. So before we begin today's conversation, I want to pause and honor. First of all, let's take a deep breath and just take in the moment. And just relax into it, feel the moment, and enjoy it. I want everyone that's watching as well to take that deep breath and just think about where you are and be ready to receive whatever that this moment gives us. So after we've done this, I want everyone to understand the purpose behind the podcast. I want to honor the heart behind the Healing Factor. The podcast is dedicated to a dear friend of mine, Davina Lionel Brooks, whose life was taken in August of 2021. Her family is still searching for answers. This podcast exists in her honor because women's stories matter, because healing matters, and because silence should never be the final word. And Davina lived in Detroit, Michigan. So if you know her name, if you know anything, you or anyone has any information regarding it, I encourage you to contact local authorities in Detroit, Michigan. Her family still seeks truth and justice for her life. Thank you so much for giving me that moment and that space. That's what this podcast is about: healing, taking your power back, and just finding who you truly are. And with that, we're jumping into it. So for our listeners, can you introduce yourself and share what chapter or message you contributed to Women Rising, the Power of Becoming?
I was a bit emotional when you were mentioning everything and connecting, and I was feeling a lot of that frequency. And first of all, like, thank you for opening such a portal. That's why I call so my movement, the feminine healing portal, and expressing that voice, which our sister cannot share today. So, first of all, thank you because I was really connecting to that frequency. Now I'm open to the question that you come and bring because I was still in that energy. Okay.
Mhm.
So, connected to well, you can ask me the first question if you wish, and from there we get it done because I was
Sure.
connected to that
It's
moment.
okay. No, no, no problem. I'm glad you connected with it. And
Mhm,
that makes me feel good to know that you were in that space with it. So I know
mhm,
that it's all open and it's warm. So again,
mhm.
for our listeners, if you can introduce yourself and then share what chapter or message you contributed to the book, Women Rising, the Power of Becoming.
Beautiful. Well, first of all, this book for me was, well, a lot of synchronicities happening because
Mm-hmm.
one of the members of my own community, she is part of this book as well, Cursed. And we were celebrating the wins in our community. And I was like, girl, this is awesome. Come on, you're creating that reality, blah, blah, blah. Yes. And from there, because I want to bring this story because how everything is aligned and how this is also connected to our work, manifestation, healing, attracting, no? And for me, it was from that conversation, I was like, give me a second. Like, where is she based? Because I want to start expanding also in the States. I'm in Mexico now, this and that. And
Mm-hmm.
let's do co-creation, collaboration. But I wasn't thinking even being part of the book. It was, I just want to connect. I love her mindset, her vision. This is my
Mm-hmm.
vision as well. Let's go, woman rising, expanding each other. And this is how I connected to Christina. And from there, she's like, listen, instead of like co-creating in this, which is a possibility, why are
Mm-hmm.
you not part of this book? And I'm like, well, that wasn't even my intention, but I'm open to be part of it, no? Because in the end, this is the movement that I also will carry, right? And want to
Mm-hmm.
expand. So, based on this synchronicity, I can introduce myself because this is the core of my work. I'm a feminine embodiment guide, and I've always struggled to introduce myself because I feel that what I work is women not trying to fit in a box, but be in her full expression, the multidimensional being that we are. So when I try to introduce myself or tag myself, it's like I feel like I'm limiting myself, but somehow, we need it so people, okay, this is what she does, no? But for me, if I could introduce myself in a way, is there are many paths of healing and many modalities have been created purely by men for men,
Mm-hmm.
and we try to fit maybe in that structure or in that tool. And I was trying to discover so many different tools and so many, well, different university degrees and certifications. And I was like, there's something missing. And for me, the movement in my case is this feminine path to spirituality, feminine path to healing, which is the connection to our body, to our present, to our subconscious, to our womb, to our heart. And from there, it's like I worked with men, with women, but then my calling was like, I want to focus on the our feminine essence, our authentic expression, woman, because I teach from my own embodiment. The path that I walk, not only through what I've studied or what I've certified in, it's the path that I live today. That is where I express. So that is my truth. And if I'm like, if you're guiding authenticity, this is the path that you're walking, and you've tried this, this, and this, and now this is what you came here to bring, no? So for me, it was like, you're talking to woman. If a man enters your energy, I'm open, of course, to receive that person because somehow the universe, God sent me that
Mm-hmm.
person, no, to my energy, and I'm open to receive it. But who I guide or direct or my vision is so woman, instead of trying to fit in boxes or trying to be someone that you're not or try to follow maybe a man's path, they start honoring their own essence, their own feminine path, and from there they create a life based on authenticity, based on truth, based on love, based on being this version that we are, know in our full expression. So that is like my passion, that is my movement, and that is why we're here today as well. And that is part of the book. No, I talk from my own story, which was peer suppression, trying to be someone that I wasn't, or trying to fit in boxes, from pure liberation, no? And which today I get to experience it also in how it reflects in my external world, no, in my relationships, with men, with women, my body, my partner, my sexuality, money, my purpose, because everything is an extension of who we are, no?
Yes.
So that is where my chapter, like what my chapter leads, no? This suppression that we've received as women and how we create movements, no, trying to be maybe like men versus honoring our uniqueness, or
Mm-hmm.
fighting with men versus uniting with men. No, that is my
Mm.
my way of living. I don't want to separate from men. I want to unite. I want to co-create. I want to expand and rise with other women as well, no? So that is the chapter that I lead based on my experience, based on where I come from, my lineage,
Mm-hmm.
which didn't have all, and they experienced, well, different difficulties. And I came here to break that cycle, no? And later, from my own path that I walk, lead other women.
That is amazing. I can feel your energy literally just coming out of the screen. It's like trying to take a deep breath and take it all in. It's like, wow. It's I love it. Just being able to embrace the whole aspect as we are, and that has been for me a 20-year healing journey. I've done all that. And like you said, that you have the degrees and you have this and you've been through this, but then it's like something is missing.
Mm-hmm.
And that part of me, I think, out of everything that I've learned to conquer and overcome and get, pull together and understand, and as well as release, I begin to understand like I want to embrace all aspects of me because everyone wants to, it's like you have something to say and you're passionate about it. And, because of the programming that we've gone through in life, this is the way you're supposed to speak. This is the way you're supposed to act. So I'm still in that little bit of a tug of war with being my true self and embracing every aspect, because the one thing that we don't do as human beings, period, or especially as females, women, and the feminine divine, is embrace that aspect that has been told, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. So that for me alone, and you speak on it, it's very empowering to let women know you are allowed to be angry. These are the parts that we were told to suppress. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to, yell and scream and maybe let a few words fly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part where it's like, this is what I really want to say, but this is not how I want to say it. I want to say it like this. And it's like, well, do it. I'm like, okay, well, what if I lose my audience? So there's the struggle for me. So, being in your presence, it just enforces me to like, Mel, it's okay. It's okay. You know. So one question I want to ask you is, what emotions come up for you as you reflect on that version of yourself that was before and who you are now?
Well, first of all, like I'm even going to connect it to your story and what you're going through, because I feel that is a voice of many women know that
Mhm.
we have been taught to suppress so many parts of ourselves, to dim parts of ourselves, to only express our light. And for me, the feminine part to healing that you also bring healing in your podcast and in your coaching is literally embracing that part, integrating that shadow, integrating those fears, making that rage also like a ritual for it, and start expressing it, because that which we suppress later, that's how we create also those projections or chaotic situation from an unconscious level, only to mirror what's within that just wants to be loved. And this is the thing. So many times, no, when I see, especially in the spiritual community, know that sometimes we think that spirituality is all light, is all love, and you don't experience anymore that shadow, that darkness, those fears, those wounds. No, fuck no. And I'm gonna express myself in all my full spectrum, because this is
I
who
love
the heck I am.
it.
And this is the permission slip that you are also attracting as well, because this is for me the most, that this is the highest frequency when you allow yourself to be all of you. And this is what for me becomes, this is a magnetic woman, which is the core of my work. Not the woman that you see well dressed, maybe, or the external beautiful. No, it's a woman that is so present in love with all of her parts because she no longer runs away from parts of herself and starts facing them. That is a woman that you're drawn to because it's real, and real cannot be faked. You literally
Mm,
can feel it in the energy. Like I came into this energy, I'm like, heck yes, of course you attracted this Coach Mel. Of course, yes. Of course you've been interviewed by her, and this is the first one that you've been. I'm like, of course she's a mirror of who of the parts of me as well that I finally integrated and parts that I still have to integrate as well. This is
mhm.
the thing because this is the journey. It's
Yes.
this is the journey, no, and it's not about creating a better version. It's not about fixing any kind of version. It's about awakening who you are behind those fears. It's returning to our essence. It's not about, oh, I'm gonna create this best self. What is best anyway? I don't want to be my
Part.
best. I want to be my whole self. I want to be
Mm-hmm.
my full expression. I want to fall in love with all those parts that were once rejected. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
my emotional journey, your question, no, going back to your question, from who I was to who I am was literally that those parts of me that those masks of the good girl conditioning, no, the
Mm-hmm.
perfectionist, the part that I'm just going to express this, I'm going to sugarcoat my truth. It
Mm-hmm.
was a
Mm-hmm.
journey of releasing and going through so much rejection, losses, and what maybe we consider as failures, which for me, it's just part of our growth journey.
Right.
It was
I agree.
going through that, processing that, and still showing up for me. For me, because this is what we came here to experience, girl. Like we don't come here to survive. We come here to thrive in our full expression, and we're
Mm-hmm.
remembering this, and this is who we are in essence, and this is whatever resonates in your language, God, the universe, we're an extension of it. We're not
Yes.
separate of it either. Or that is the way that I perceive it, no? Like God is within, and we came here to express all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And if the highest frequency, God, the universe is love, for me, what I started to question is where is the love when I reject my rage? Where is the
Mm.
love when I suppress a part of me? Where is the love when I don't see also pain as my best friend because it only wants me to look within?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when I started making, those questions,
Mm.
that is when I also saw myself that psychology was in my path either because I didn't resonate with the word control your emotions.
Mm.
I was like, in control, there is no love.
Right.
There is suppression. What if you make a sacred, safe space for you to express fully what you were once rejected, what once was made wrong? Because the emotions only want for their wisdom. They only want you to see them, to
Mm-hmm.
give them the
Mm-hmm.
mic for a while and just let it be.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you're in this path and that you speak also this language because I feel that many people, when they enter the personal growth, the spiritual world, they start suppressing all these parts. And the thing is that it's beautiful to connect with God, the fifth dimension, manifest, but we're living also in this 3D world, this physical experience, this human experience. And emotions are energy, they're frequency. And
Yes.
if we want to create a love and abundant life, I don't see any love in suppression. I really don't. And those were the questions that I was like, listen, these questions are from the inside, these answers are coming from within. Like this is what we never question. And for me, thanks to questioning me, I could listen more to my inner truth, to
Mm-hmm.
my heart, to my own voice than to any external voice. I'm
I
my
feel
inner voice.
so lifted from this. Literally, I never even looked at it like that. Seriously, I've
Wow.
never looked at it from that perspective of like if repressing or controlling my emotions and not actually flying off the, that's not, when you think about it, yes, you're not loving yourself because you're not giving yourself that freedom to be your total self.
Girl, it's big, isn't it? It really is
Yes.
medicine. It's medicine.
Okay. Time goes by so fast. So you're coming on my show again. I'm just telling you right
Of
now.
course.
Literally. I don't know.
Of
We're gonna
course.
set this up because we have too much to talk about. But one last question. Let me see. It's between two, but I think I want this last one to go for the women who are watching.
Mm-hmm.
For any woman that's listening who feels stuck, broken, or afraid to face her truth, what
Mm.
would you gently tell her?
First, that you're not broken. That is the number one. When we enter, and I'm getting goosebumps, so this is channeling and energy entering. When we start this journey thinking that there is something to be fixed or broken, healing can't take place. It really is a return into this wholeness, this love. And it starts with, okay, I'm here today. And I'm
Mhm.
not going to fight anymore with this present because when we keep fighting or resisting this present, it's like we keep perpetuating as well those parts that, well, that we don't want to experience anymore. But the present is only the way that I see it. When we talk about how we are creators of our reality, it
Mhm.
doesn't come from blaming the external or even blaming ourselves. It's about, wow, I am free finally to grab my power back and see that I was creating this not because there is a universe or God wanting to punish me, but because there are unconscious patterns, fears, probably even ancestral patterns that I carry in my codes to see me. And this is when we start seeing pain as our power, pain as our biggest gifts. Because look, for example, for you, Mel, for me, the pain or the experiences that we went through,
Mhm.
that is not that I wish it to anybody, but now in the point that I'm in my life, I'm like, God, this took me to this moment of my life because pain became that portal to see me, became that portal for my own curiosity to discover myself, to know myself deeper, to understand that I can also transform my reality, that I'm not victim to my circumstances. So we go through things that we don't deserve, but that at an unconscious level, okay, this is happening. I'm gonna stop fighting with this reality. I'm gonna start healing this
Mhm.
because this is my grabbing my power back. And I'm gonna start releasing all the shadow, all the fears, all the anger, all the energy that is holding me back from my truth, from my essence, from the love that I am. And when we remember that the power is within, when we
Mhm.
stop giving the power to the external, this is when our life starts to transform and we consciously create realities beyond our imagination.
Mhm.
But it starts by honoring our present because in if like really what is happiness without sadness, right? And what is
Mhm.
the dark moments with the light moments? We came here to experience the full
Experience it.
spectrum of
Mhm.
life, all cycles. And when I get into this work, I'm also very clear with my community. I'm like, I'm human. I also go through shit, but it's how I respond to this. It's
Mhm.
how I make love as well to my pain, to my
Mhm.
shadows. It's how I navigate these waves of life. And
Whew.
this is the work. This is our consciousness work. These are the tools that before maybe I didn't have, and today I get to experience. And that is such a gift that when you enter this space, you just want to express it and teach it and guide others so they
Mhm.
remember that power. And it starts with I'm not victim of these circumstances.
Right.
I
Right.
grab my power back. And the fact that I'm a creator doesn't mean I'm here to blame me or blame anyone. It's I'm here to look within and release this pain that is only holding me back or this fear of being my full expression. And when we take this as medicine, that is the feminine power. We are alchemists. This is literally when we have the capacity as a woman to
Mhm.
alchemize our emotions, our biggest pains into our biggest gifts, into our biggest art, into our biggest power.
Mhm.
And that is the beauty of our capacity to transform this energy, that we don't have to live in this past, that past we can bring it here in this present moment, whatever
Mhm.
life is mirroring today, and make the most out of it. And that is for a reason, because you're being initiated to awaken deeper gifts, to awaken a deeper level of authenticity. I see you and I freaking honor your path. I'm like, girl, this is a sister also walking this path, going through this because she came here. Literally, her soul was sent here to go through different experiences, to awaken deeper gifts, deeper empathy, deeper connection, deeper wisdom, to hold this space for other women and serve from her heart and from her own experience. I don't care, Mel, if you've certified in this, and that. I care the path that you walk as a woman. Those tools are amazing, but it's what you walk today, what you make out of it. Because you can know a lot and don't have results, but you embody this, and your life, the way that you come here, show up to the world, just transforms. And your energy, your own presence is so beautiful, so magical that it transforms those around you because you're living in truth. So look how we started the podcast. Like, I want to stop sugarcoating this part and this and that. Stop. I give you the permission, please, because when you allow yourself to be all of that, girl, the people are going to resonate with that message, that frequency. They don't want, people don't want perfect.
Right.
They want truth.
Mm-hmm.
And in now more than ever with AI and all these things, like the knowledge, we have access to it. People literally, what they're being drawn to, what I'm being drawn to, what I
Mm-hmm.
value and I pay and I invest is truth. What
Mm-hmm.
are you, is your message connected to what you live in? Is your message
Mm-hmm.
connected to your own transformation? Is your message
Mm-hmm.
connected to the path that you're devoted? If it's a yes, I'm going to be drawn to your energy and I don't even know why. And I don't even need to know why. I just
Mm-hmm.
feel drawn to be in your energy because you're going to be the perfect mirror for me to see my own greatness and to also see my shadows to transform it in like that. That is what I crave. That is what I yearn. That is why more people now, like more coaches that are in realness, need this
Mm-hmm.
work as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care the information or your knowledge. I care your presence because your presence transforms. It's a
Yes, it
frequency
does.
and you can feel it. I
Yes, you
felt it the
can.
moment that I entered here and I'm like, girl, of course. I'm like, Anna, look at your power manifestation. You attracted this mirror that only her presence you see. Of course, her podcast is called the way it's called. Of course. So thank you
It's
for
literally a
like
mirror.
opening this space. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you as well. Thank you. I feel so, the words can't even come out of me right now. It's just the energy itself is speaking. So,
God,
I
you,
just want to
your
say
soul.
thank you. Thank you for, I'm thankful to Source for putting all of this together. The book, the writers, Christina, myself, yourself. I mean, and I have like probably 5 more interviews, but I'm looking forward to going up higher and higher and connecting with each and every one of you on whatever level that we're supposed to meet. And like I said, I look forward to it. I look forward to it. And this has been a blessing, totally. So, with that being said, we're about to end the podcast. But, ladies, those of you that are listening, please take in the seeds that were planted and allow them to be watered because I can't express how grateful I am to hear other women speak about women empowerment and healing and the real being real, respecting and accepting every aspect of your life because it is so important because there's such an imbalance within us, and until
Mm-hmm.
we can embrace all of our sides, we can't be our whole selves that we're created to be and do what it is we're created to do in this journey that we've already made our minds up to do. We came down here and we said this is what we want to experience. We can't experience it
Yes.
fully if we don't accept it. So
Yes.
um I just want to say thank you again for coming on to my show, and I look forward to having you on again because yes,
Yes,
you
please.
are.
And also come to, we have to do an Instagram live in my social media as well.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. I cannot
Yes.
wait. I'm on 10 about it. I'm going to sleep so well tonight. Oh my gosh. So, everyone, thank you. And stay tuned for the book coming out again. It's Women Rising, The Power of Becoming. It's going to be coming out on the 20th and as well. So that would be today. Um, look for it. It's by Dr. Christina Konya. It's going to be on Amazon, and I would tell you to just check it out because it's going to be phenomenal. And this is
Yes.
one of our contributing authors as well. So, with that being said, we're going to sign
Yes.
off. Everyone, take care. Have a wonderful evening. Have a blessed day, and we will see you again on the next episode of The Healing Factor. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.